What's up guys, Mitch from the DIYRecordingStudio.com, and this is the WA87jr SE, and today we're going to be featuring it on hip-hop vocals with a local artist, Quaid Pearce. We're going to put this mic through its paces and see if it's the right microphone for you, as well as its recent counterpart, the WA47jr SE. They're both cardioid only versions of the other mics that we've featured on this channel, the Junior series. You might be surprised with the results from both of these microphones, so stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned because you can go in the draw to win this WA87jr SE. We've got a competition. We're going to be drawing it in about a week or so stay tuned for that as well. It's going to be an awesome video, so let's get into it.
I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon. Never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Been on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7 here with my fam, but we paid for the change in effort. Don't fuck with the hater, cause I'm blatantly yelling effort. Took a long time to get the keys to the entrance, got him in my hands. You know I'm never stressing, so many losses that I had to take. Every lesson, always moving signs on a war, enemies are guessing, they know where I'm at. Swear to God, it don't need a dressing pause, trying to speak on my name. It has been upset, and they ain't ever been round rocks in the crack.
So I've been featuring these warm audio mics on a bunch of different projects. We've done some alternative rock that I did myself. We did some acoustic singer-songwriter stuff, and now we're going to go in another direction and showcase them on hip-hop vocals. And we chose to go with just the cardioid only version for hip-hop vocals because we understand that, you know, like a lot of self-produced hip-hop artists are going to need a budget option microphone. And I've had a lot of artists already show interest in particular to the WA87jr SE. There are a lot of artists that want that U87 sound but can't afford, you know, the high price of a Neumann U87. So maybe this US $199 microphone might be the tool that they need. And I'll say this, I've been loving the WA87 mics for voiceover stuff and for certain vocal applications as well. But they also have this WA47jr SE, which is the same price and offers a different tonal characteristic as well. Anyway, the best thing to do is jump into our recent session with Quaid and have a listen to what these microphones really sound like.
I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon. Never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Been on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7 here with my fam, but we paid for the change in effort. Don't fuck with the hater, cause I'm blatantly yelling effort.
Like, just sounds awesome in the mix. And all we did on the way in was just some, you know, compression through the distressor compressor, and then I've got some processing here as well. But what I'll do is I'll turn off some de-essing and some EQ. We just got some light de-essing and EQ, some vocal bus processing and some master bus processing there.
I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon. Never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Been on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7.
And what's so excellent about these microphones is that they just sound, with a little bit of compression on the way in, they sound, you know, record ready. They've already got that crispness to them, that top end sheen that we need in a record. They're very forward. They just have that tonality that we're often chasing in a record. It's really, really excellent. And then we did try the WA47 on vocals, but what we ended up with was a much darker tone. And we found that for our vocal doubles, it was actually really excellent.
Been upsetting. Rocks in the crack pipes. Drops for the cash like.
And so for the vocal doubles, we're just getting this like really more rolled off in the highs, kind of low mid forward kind of presence, which is actually like really perfect. So the WA47 we ended up going with for all of our vocal doubles and our ad-libs. So kind of the cool thing was that we had the bright mic for the leads and then the darker mic for the BVs, extra layers, doubles and all that kind of stuff, ad-libs and stuff. And it just meant that we had to do way less in post. So if we just listen to this as is.
Been upsetting. Rocks in the crack pipes.
And it just got our vocals sitting where they needed to be much closer without much effort.
Has been upset and they ain't ever been round rocks in the crack pipe, trying to dodge cops, doing drugs for the cash light. Has been upset and they ain't ever been round rocks in the crack pipe, trying to dodge cops, doing drugs for the cash light.
And you can hear there, like these doubles just sound so well placed. Just once again with a tiny bit of compression on the way in.
Cause my mind a real weapon, never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Being on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7 here with my fam, but we paid for the change in effort. Don't fuck with the hater, cause I'm blatantly yelling effort.
And you can just hear immediately, without any other further processing in the mix, the vocals are just sitting really pretty already. And when you have a source that just sits in the mix where you need it straight away, and then you just add that little bit of extra processing, it means like we can just do less, work faster, and just get moving through the project. Anyway, let's have a listen to our processing on the leads and the BVs here.
Cause my mind a real weapon, never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Being on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7 here with my fam, but we paid for the change in.
And you can see like my EQ settings are like pretty minimal here so far. Just dipping some low mids and some harsher mid-range stuff on this vocal and some de-essing. Pretty typical in most stuff, especially because later on when we get to the bus processing, we're going to lift all the highs. But you can hear already just with that basic processing, the vocals are really just sitting nicely with barely any effort.
I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon, never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Being on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day, cause I'm lucky 7.
Now, as a mix, that's already sounding pretty good. And all we need to really do now is start adding our mix bus processing, which is to just, you know, polish up the mix and master it and get it ready.
I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon, never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am and exactly how I'm stepping. Being on my grown man thing since I was 11. Drugs really took away my friends, now they're up in heaven, thank God every day. Cause I'm lucky 7 here with my fam, but we paid for the change in effort. Don't fuck with the hater, cause I'm blatantly yelling effort. Took a long...
Yeah, and there we go, like just using the WA87 on vocals, we're getting this really nice forward, crisp, you know, kind of effortlessly crisp, clean, polished kind of tonality to that vocal. And, you know, the WA47 itself is doing a really good job on all the backing layers because it's a little bit more rolled off, it's a little bit smoother, a little bit more saturated, a little bit warmer in the low end, so they kind of pair really well. The thing is like if you've got the budget for this mic, and maybe you want another kind of tonality as well, for the price of these two microphones, $199 USD, you could get both of them and have, you know, your lead vocal mic, your backing vocal mic, and then be off to the races on your tracking sessions. Like, I love the WA87 for all voice stuff, voice over, vocal recordings where I need something that's going to be crisper, airier. But the 47 has a bunch of uses as well. I love it on drums. I love it on kick out, as I've mentioned before. I love it on a bass cab. And it's a great backing vocal mic for some things where you need things darker. And it would definitely be a vocal mic of choice if you wanted like warm, low mid forward kind of vocals, like something in kind of certain indie rock or more vintage R&B and neo soul kind of stuff. So these microphones, you know, offer two kind of different pairings and voicings where, you know, you get your bright airiness from the 87 style mic, the warmer kind of more vintage tone from the 47. Like for the price, for the cardioid only, if you don't need all those polar patterns and roll-offs and you can do some post-processing and you need something that's maybe a little bit more budget friendly, this is definitely a microphone to look at. Now remember, as I mentioned at the top of the video, you can go in to win this exact microphone, the WA87jr SE. All you have to do is head to my website and join the mailing list. You just subscribe to my mailing list over there and you'll go in the running. Now we were going to draw it at the end of the month. I'm going to run it in a couple more weeks. So we're going to draw it in the mid of October just to give people time to watch these videos and subscribe and enter the draw. Thanks to all of you so far that have entered the draw. draw. There's been a lot of interest. And if you want to stay up to date on the draw, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course, right? And I'll update everyone through posts on the community tab and stuff as well, and keep you all posted on what's happening there. So stay tuned for all of that. If you'd like to help out the channel and you're interested in either of these microphones, I've got links down below to Thomann and Amazon and a bunch of places where you can purchase these microphones, and that little bit of commission goes towards helping this channel out. I want to give a big shout out to Warm Audio for sending me these microphones in the first place. Thank you so much, guys. And a big shout out to Quaid Pearce for jumping on this track as well. Thanks, man. It's always a pleasure working with you. I'll put links to his socials down below. If you have any further questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below or at my email address, mitch@DIYrecordingstudio.com, or alternatively, head over to Instagram where you can DM me there. It's a little bit easier sometimes to communicate with me on Instagram. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this one. We've got lots more content coming real soon. I'm Mitch from the DIYrecordingstudio.com. I'll catch you soon.
Oi, I ain't need a blade talk, cause my mind a real weapon. Never been intimidated anywhere, any setting, cause I know who I am.